Good morning, John. My name is Chloe Fishback.
Thank you, Miss Fishback, and good morning. And, well, how can I help you today? Oh, yes.
All right. So, first of all, I want you to know that this call is being recorded and monitored for quality assurance, okay? And then I think it's very important to me that I give you the background on this issue so that you understand what I'm going to inquire about, all right? So, let's start at the beginning, all right? 2008, I bought a bed from. It was a pillow top mattress. It was a huge mistake. I couldn't sleep on it. My spine turned into the shape of a Z, but I bought it out now. So I said to myself, all right, I have to keep this thing. A couple of years passed. I was in a lot of pain, chronic pain. I said, you know what? Enough of this. I'm going to go to all right, and I'm going to see what they can do for me. I didn't think they could do anything for me because, you know, I bought the mattress out now, and it was my mistake. But as it turns out, I ran into a very unscrupulous salesman who said to me that he would, in fact, exchange my mattress. Okay, so in other words, change the pillow top for a better mattress because he said he understood and he'd actually had a pillow top himself and he'd been through all this pain, so he had a lot of sympathy for me, so he was going to do. You following me so far, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. So I said, all right, wonderful. So a few days later, I came by, and we were doing all the paperwork, and he was very nice. He was talking to me about Israel. He was from the West Indies, but he was very nice. He knew a lot about my culture. I'm a Jew. He knew about our food. We were having a very good time. We made a date that the bed would arrive, okay, for $0. This was the agreement. We would do the exchange, and that was that. We exchanged phone numbers. So I got the mattress a few days later. It was wonderful. And then in a few days' time, he called me, to go out, on a date. So we went out, and maybe he didn't like the date. I don't know what happened. He wanted to get too far too fast. I didn't approve of that. I'm a very, very reserved person. So he didn't like that. So guess what? I got a bill a couple of days later for $914 for this Fakakta mattress. I called him up. I tried to get out of this somehow. And he said, don't worry about it. You could pay it out for the rest of your life. So I've been paying these insane interest rates for the past several years. And to tell you the truth, I didn't have the funds to just forget about the whole thing a couple of years ago and just say, here's your $914. So I've been having to pay it out over time. But now I would like to pay the whole thing out. I'm doing a little bit better financially, but still, it's still a little bit much. It's $679 is left on the principal. And I'm wondering, sir, if you would be so kind as to take something off of the principal so I could pay it out in one shot today. Or two shots.
I see. Well, ma'am, let's see here. That's much bad. And, when did you make your last payment?
Let's see, that was, I sent it out today. I sent the one that's due on the 12th, I sent that out today.
Sent that out today, I see. And, let's see here. One moment, please. So, what is the main problem here, ma'am?
The main problem is that I would like to pay the entire thing out in one shot. Now, $679 today is a little mishigas. You know, I've paid hundreds and hundreds of dollars over the past few years. I probably end up paying several times what the bed costs by the end of this thing, and I just want to pay it out in one shot, and today, and that's it. If you could take it down by $100, that would be tremendous, and then I would never, ever, ever have to deal with ever again for the rest of my life.
I see. Yes, ma'am. Well, unfortunately, we can't really remove any amount on an irregular balance unless if it was maybe a late fee that we can waive or an interest charge that we can remove. But then this is your regular balance, ma'am.
Sir, listen to me. I know it's very nice to have me on the dole. I'm your bread and butter with the usury interest rates. And let's face it, all right, between you and me, you're a socially accepted mafia. I mean, let's face it. These are loan sharks that charge these interest rates, okay? But this has got to end. I'm not going to be hooked up to an IV so you can suck my blood for the next several years. I want to get this done and over with. You just let me free. I'll pay $600. I'll pay you $500 today. $500's a lot of money, and I've already paid about $600 over the past. So the bed was only $914. You got to help me out. You got to help me out. This is ridiculous.
I see. Yes, ma'am. Well, in that case, let me see what I can do. I'll switch back. I'll put you on a quick hold, and then
Wonderful.
I'll let you know what we can do when
Thank
I get
you.
back.
Wonderful. Okay. Thank you very much. Very nice. Nice and nice.
Thank you, ma'am. One moment.
Great. Much nicer than I thought. I think I explained the story with the unscrupulous salesman very well. Terrible. You try to go so fast in the first date. It's very, very ungentlemanly. But this is the year, that was 2011. You can't, gentlemen, there aren't any anymore. Let's face it, let's be honest. So he sends me a bill. Insane. Wow. $100 since 2014. I paid $100 in interest, and the bed was only $914, and it's been since 2011. Incredible. These are socially accepted mafias.
Ms. Fishback?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Hi. Thank you for waiting. So I'm looking at the account, and if you are going to ask for that credit, I will have to refer you to our collections department.
What do you mean? I haven't done anything wrong. Collections is like the principal's office. What are you talking about?
Well, ma'am, you were asking for a payment arrangement, yes?
Not an arrangement. I just want to pay everything today in one shot. If you could just take $100 or so off the principal. Can they do that?
Yes,
is that what they do?
If that's what you're asking for, then it is a payment arrangement. So we need collections for that.
I didn't realize that's because let me tell you something, all right? A couple of years ago, I tried this, all right? And they sent me it was a very nice gentleman, just like you, very sweet. And he said the same exact thing, okay? And I wound up and I called them and I told them the whole Michigan story with the salesman and the restaurant, how he was trying to put his hand up my skirts. And you know what they told me? They said, we're going to put you on an entirely different payment plan. And I said, this is not what I'm looking for. I appreciate this, but it's not what I'm looking for. I don't want to be hooked up to an IV. So, for these people to drain me. I don't need a different type of drain. I need no drain. I need it to all ends today. So what I'm asking you is this is the same people you're sending me to as that gentleman did. Is that correct?
Well, ma'am, that is our only option with this situation.
Okay. So what you're saying is that I can't just pay it today. I can't pay the whole thing. If you even took the 79, if I could only pay 600, you couldn't do that for me after all these years. My father worked for over 30 years. My mother too. This is insane. You helped me out a little bit. I think I've helped you quite a bit. I'm actually the interest rates I've paid have paid your bills, sir. If you really think about it.
Yes, ma'am, and we appreciate that. If you want to make a payment, that's great. I can take that payment. But
I've made
payments. If
payments.
you're asking for some assistance with your current bill, then we don't have authority or the power to do that in customer services. You have to speak with collections.
But they don't do that either, sir. I don't think you know what they... Actually, I think you do know what they do. You're just trying to get rid of me. And of course I appreciate that. If I were you, I would try to get rid of me too. All right? I understand that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that they're going to tell me the same thing you were telling me, which is that you can pay it out over time, which is never what never, you heard the whole Michigan story I told you. It's never, it's never what I intended. I have this West Indian man telling me, don't worry, it's only going to be $28 a month for the rest of your life. Who needs that, What if I want to move to Israel and I don't want these people on my back? I don't want to drag them with me. I'm a very young person.
I see. Yes, ma'am. But the options that are presented to us is still the same, unfortunately.
Oh, so you can do absolutely nothing to me. For me, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, that's very nice. That's very. I hope that one day, if you are ever in a, not you. I'm talking about the CEO whoever the hell makes these crazy arrangements, ever need that someone tells him no. I hope that happens.
I see. Yes, ma'am. But, well, I'm sorry to ask this, but have I addressed your concerns so far?
You're sorry to, yeah, a little afraid of me. I would be too. You don't have to apologize.
What I mean is there anything else?
No, that's it. You've given me a very sad morning. I hope to get rid of this issue. Not you, of course, personally. It's not you and me. And I'll continue with my sadness, and that'll be my life. All right?
Sorry to hear that, ma'am, but still, I appreciate your business. Hope you have a good day.
All right. I don't appreciate this, and I hope you have a good day. Good boy.